Meanwhile, we can see the battle cruisers now pushing forward, but they're being pushed back because feedback takes off a whole ton of their health. Basically takes them almost to half HP. Oh, the mothership is brilliant. Look at that. Who said the mothership sucks? Actually, it does suck a bit, but it is beautiful to see it in the game. Oh, look at that. Vortex going right down, taking out all of TLO's crucial units. He's just left with a pittance of Marines. It's a shame Hasu hasn't got the High Templars here to put down some storms, because that would have really dealt with these Marines. They're actually got a huge threat here because he hasn't even got one storm to put down. These Zealots are actually going to wipe out these Marines. But what the Zealots going to do against the battle cruisers that are now come back into the fight? I don't know. I don't think they're going to do much. Oh, storms are going down. This is crazy. Or one of the players. I'm not sure how that's happened. Can I ping? No, I cannot. I don't know where that's come from. Either way, Hasu is definitely way ahead on the economy. We can see here. More units moving out here. Carriers, how are they going to serve in this? We'll find out. Oh, turrets are such a nuisance for observers. And that cannon is going to be denied. What's going to go down here? You can see these carriers like drifting to the side there. You see that? Is he going to be able to do a lot of damage? Storms are going off. Carriers are... Yeah, the AI could get a bit messed up by these little... I forgot what they're called now. Interceptors, that's it. There we go. Have a look at it. There you go. Now we can see TLO is actually about to catch up with Hasu in terms of economy. So whilst being behind for quite a while, he's actually finally catching up because he's actually secured this expansion by the looks of it so far, unless any units get warped in and start to harass. Dark Templars coming in there would be beautiful, because there's no missile turret and no units there to deny that. Meanwhile, we can see the battle cruisers now pushing forward, but they're being pushed back because feedback takes off a whole ton of their health. Basically takes them almost to half HP. Oh, the mothership is brilliant. Look at that. Who said the mothership sucks? Actually, it does suck a bit, but it is beautiful to see it in the game. Oh, look at that. Vortex going right down, taking out all of TLO's crucial units. He's just left with a pittance of Marines. It's a shame Hasu hasn't got the High Templars here to put down some storms, because that would have really dealt with these Marines. They're actually got a huge threat here because he hasn't even got one storm to put down. These Zealots are actually going to wipe out these Marines. But what the Zealots going to do against the battle cruisers that are now come back into the fight? I don't know. I don't think they're going to do much. Oh, storms are going down. This is crazy. Look, it's lagging my PC right up. Oh, blimey. Blimey! Battle cruisers are saying no. Get the back. This is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can understand why this is replay of the week. You don't see this every game. So carriers are actually being focused fired now. No more messing around with these interceptors trying to mess up my AI, says TLO. He's now switched around to the stalkers, and that carrier's left with like 28 HP. Oh, that's a bit awkward because battle cruisers are so slow. Is he going to try and take it out? No, he doesn't. The carrier's on 5 HP. Oh wow, look at that. That is a hero carrier. He's only killed one, but it's on. Is he going to get it? He just did. That's how desperate TLO was in the end there, to just finish off that carrier. He's like, screw you. I can't keep up with you, but see if you can outrun my motor cannon. Wow, that was quite incredible. mouzHasu is not giving up though. He's going back in for the kill. He's going trying to secure this win. Is it a win so far? I don't know, because currently TLO is ahead on economy. So as long as he can hold these constant barrage of attacks off, he might be able to stay in this game and then later go on to win it. Let's have a look at what's being produced. More battle cruisers, carriers. So this is like Supreme Air with some High Templars mixed in. Ravens coming in. Oh, look at that. Siege tanks are in the back. They're not going to siege up, but what can they hit? Only the High Templar. Are they in range? Just slightly. Now the carriers are doing such a good job here. This is just something you don't see. Wow. How often do you honestly carriers? Now, by the way, I just noticed this. There's actually been a bit of harass going on over here. So meanwhile, all this is the high level of play. I mean, 2 battles and more at the same time. See, that is safe at the moment, that left expansion of TLOs. But this is really about to go down as long as Hasu can just about keep up the harassment. Look at all these turrets being put down. He can't put them down here, which is where he wants them, because they're just going to get picked off. He's got to slowly push them to the other side of his orbital command. Meanwhile, what else is being... Oh, we've got more Dark Templars coming back in. Maybe he thought that TLO forgot about the whole Dark Templar play. And yes, that Dark Templar is going to be heading right over here. He's going to hit a lot of mules as long as they don't run away. And if they do run away, then they're not mining, so they're pretty much useless. This is, oh, one shot in mules. Look at that. That is going to be a severe blow to the economy of TLA. Meanwhile, the distraction has been laid down, and WTii is going to move in here with his carriers. Oh, they're going to be doing so much damage. Carriers are doing such a good job right now. Mules are actually moving over here to the gold expansion. That's actually not a bad move, to be honest. That Dark Templar has done such good damage just by itself. Just one unit. That's it. You've got to use clever placement. We can see that we've got a Stalker here positioned just to stop this orbital command from landing down of TLAs. And WTii is actually going to destroy this orbital command as well. So whilst TLO is sort of slow and immobile with his tanks and battle cruisers, all slow, chunky units, he's forced to sort of sit around this gold expansion in the middle, whilst every other expansion he's trying to go to is slowly being taken away from him. So is that going to be denied? I think that orbital command will go down. One more blink, that's it, finish it off. I'll just take a quick drink. Oh dear, that's pretty oversaturated from mouzHasu. He's definitely going to want to look to get a Nexus right about here. So we can see the economy has once again gone in WTI's favour. Now these siege tanks, if they can get placed down, yes they can. That's going to be a nice position for them to hit anything that's going to come within range. Oh my goodness, are the carriers going to be enough here? WTI's having second thoughts. No, he's going back in. Yamato Cannon's going to do some massive damage to these carriers. That's why you've got to constantly feed back these battle cruisers, because if they get Yamato Cannons down and on your units, you're in trouble. But that is so hard to feedback with the siege tanks in the back, basically one-shotting High Templars. Well, not one-shotting them, but you know what I mean, basically. If there's a couple of them, they'll get one-shotted practically. Sonic Storm is not quite enough to really deal with battle cruisers. It sure as hell helps when they clump up, but it doesn't really dent them that much. So TLO is now pushing out. He's actually gone away from his defensive play. He's saying, screw it, you've just killed my expansions, I'm going to have to push out here and I'm going to stop you from expanding. Meanwhile, I'm going to shift over here to the left to see what it is WTI's going for. He's moving his entire army to the left, as well as these. Yes, he's putting down a Nexus. So he's actually not taking a Nexus here like I suggested, which is possibly a better idea, because that, if he did that, that would have been destroyed shortly afterwards. Hindsight, we can see carriers are now destroying and crushing this middle bit. Yep, all those missile turrets are going to go down, and no way is TLO going to get back in time to defend this, so he's going to lose a crucial point, which is the middle, which is very, very important for a defensive position. Obviously. WTI is making this so much hard work for TLO. So, TLO is now, where is he going to go with this army? He can't really sit in the middle. He can, but he can't sit there as comfortable as he once did, with his buildings sort of like obscuring the Protoss units from getting in properly, and siege tanks well positioned. This Nexus should shortly go up, which means that, oh my goodness, the income is actually at nothing for WTI, so he's going to have to do some damage. He's actually got quite a lot of minerals left, whilst TLO has got like basically nothing left. So WTI can afford to lose with these units, but I would suggest that he doesn't. I don't think he really needs to push here, because these minerals are going to be almost almost all gone depleted. So there's not really much need to go into such a death trap, which he's realising that now after losing a fair few units and pull him back. Now's the time where you want to just keep an eye on the expansions that are actually got rich mineral fields in them, basically, you know. They're full up and you're like, oh, is he gone there? Yes, he is. It looks like he's going to be looking. Is he going to look? Oh, this command center's right there. Have a look. Please have a look, WTI. We've got one battle cruiser here. He's going to try and take on the entire Protoss army. Is he going to get away with it? Two! His buddies come in. Oh, that was not a good idea. Two battle cruisers. That's a harsh loss. Meanwhile, TLO has just found out about WTI's expansion, which is quite funny because they've basically done the same thing. TLO's expanded on this side and WTI has expanded on this side. He's now going to lose that, which has only just recently gone up, so WTI's now going to try and finish this off. By the looks of it, he's getting tired of all this back and forth. Oh, look at this. Ghosts are actually sniping, are they? You can see that. You can see the rally points. Are they sniping, or are they just focusing the go? Because they can't do EMPs. Oh, massive feedbacks going off in the battle cruiser. It's doing a lot of damage, but not really enough threat. So WTI's going to have to back off here. I like the ghost action now, because he didn't have enough energy, just short of enough energy to EMP, so he actually sort of got these ghosts individually and sort of like shift-clicked it on all the High Templar so they would keep on killing the High Templar only. Another drink, I think. This is really exhausting my voice. Oh yes, you can see on the minimap all these little yellow dots going around. That's all the interceptors from the carriers. So let's have a look what's being produced. Not much anymore. Let's have a look at how much has been lost. In terms of units lost, mouzHasu has lost 42,000 whilst TLO has only lost 35,000. So that's quite a big difference really. Meanwhile we got 52 probes left and 38 SCVs, but the income is only at 800, so that must mean that Hasu is only on one base. Fully saturated, yes he is. So, what's going to be going? Are these carriers poking in? Oh, they're doing quite a lot of damage there actually with focus fire. It's actually upgrading them a bit. These armies quite well upgraded as well. Let's have a look at TLO. His marines have actually got no upgrades. His siege tanks have got no upgrades, but his battle cruisers have got full free. Wow, look at that. So he's heavily relying on these battle cruisers to try and keep him in the game here, I believe. Old TLO. Now if Hasu can pick off units like he did there and get out, abusing the Protoss shields without taking any severe damage, then he could well get back into this game and finish this off. That next, well, what can you do with the chrono boost at this point? There's not much you can do. Whereas mules are always going to be useful. So, are they going to be that useful then? You definitely need some minerals to put them on, otherwise they will not be that useful. I suggest getting another expansion, but he hasn't even got the minerals to do it, so that's really just not such a great idea. The income is relatively similar. TLO is definitely getting more though, but that's basically because of the mules. It's not so much because he's actually ahead on expansions. Meanwhile, we can see Hasu is forcibly getting a huge army here. Mass stalkers, lots of carriers, few salads, well lots of carriers, a few carriers. That is a lot of carriers, to be honest. I don't normally see that many. So I'll call that a lot. Oh, all these stalkers are blinking right underneath the battle cruisers. It's going to give them a lot of chance to get some heavy focus fire going down on these battle cruisers. Marines are coming in here to try and do a bit of damage, but I think the stalkers are probably going to finish off these battle cruisers before the battle cruisers can do enough damage. He still has lost a lot of those stalkers though. Not too many, but still a fair bit. But that was a brilliant blink because the battle cruisers are far too slow to move away from that, and they just have to stand there and take it basically. Take it like a man. Siege tank here is right out in the open. He's not really going to be able to do much. This looks like it's Hasu's game to lose now, basically. Yes, that's it. There's the GG from TLO. Very good game from both players. Very high level of play. Thank you very much for watching. This has been WTii. Please subscribe, rate and comment.